Hey everyone, so today we're playing another itch.io game called Someone Stole My Lunch. I thought this looked absurd, so that's why we're playing it today. The door opens with a jingle as I walk in. This must be management's doing again. They said it's to improve morale when we're too busy to head outside. But what type of cafe only has one coffee machine? They didn't even provide us with any coffee filters. Oh, I'm tempted to tip over the nearby trash can, but decide against it. That's such a weird temptation. My only saving grace is lunchtime. And today is special. Any other day I would have gone out into the big city and treated myself at a local bistro. However, a new project sprung up and I've been forced to stay inside during lunch. My weary co-workers also have to live this type of life, suffering from malnutrition and gastritis. But why should I suffer alongside them? What awaits me behind those fridge doors is my masterpiece, my katsudon. I understand why you're so excited about that. The night before, I flattened the plumpest pork loin, breaded it in the crispiest panko, and deep fried it in the finest oils and spices from my pantry. Double fried to perfection, then smothered in beaten eggs, sweet onions, and homemade tonkatsu sauce. All atop a steaming bowl of fluffy rice. Saliva dribbles down as I imagine my fork piercing through the skin to reveal its soft white meat inside. It's unfortunate I couldn't eat it fresh off the stove. Well, you could've, but at least the microwave here is more competent than the company's infrastructure. Damn! With a happy hum, I walk over to open the fridge. The shelves are emptier around this time, so I easily spot my bowl. Despite the bowl's innocent pink coloring, it's from a prestigious lunchbox brand. My food deserves the best, of course. Of course! I pick up my cute bowl, but I notice something off. Sauce stains the sides of the bowl's lip. Did I spill it on the way to work? I wouldn't think so, because it's a expensive container. Now that I think about it, it's much lighter than it was this morning. With trepidation, I unclip the lid. It's gone. They almost left nothing, too. My thick cut of fried pork, my egg slurry of dashi and soft onions, my fluffy steamed rice, all gone. Only a light brown puddle and some rice grains remain. Is this the work of a thief? Wait, no, I shouldn't be doubting my coworkers. Maybe someone took my lunch by mistake. Well, surely not. But this morning, I only saw clear Tupperware containers. How could anyone mistake my lunch for theirs? Did someone steal my lunch? My stomach gurgles painfully. It tells me that my decision to skip breakfast was a foolish one. And my phone alarm goes off. My 15-minute break is about to end. What should I do about this thief? Quit my job. I'm sick of this. I'm sick of everything in this damn company. Something snaps inside of me as I run over to the coffee machine. I rip it off the wall and toss it to the ground. There's coffee still inside of this machine, by the way. The trash can is next. Like a victim. Okay. With a firm kick, it flips over and empty coffee cups fly out. Finally, the stupid little jingle bell. I yank it off the door's hinge and aim it squarely at the employee of the month frame on the wall. My breathing is haggard and my back is covered in sweat. Sedentary office workers can only do so much. I stomp to my cubicle and hastily write up my 2 weeks notice to HR. Though, who can even say I'll be here tomorrow? Once I'm out the front door, I'm never coming back. You could have wrote that from home. Employee performance review, ending number 2, boiling point. Performance reviewed by Kale. Very bad. Well, I guess we could just give up. I can only give up. Whoever it is, how would I even find them? Filling a paper cup of stale cold coffee, I go back to my cubicle in defeat. The next day, my lunch got stolen again. Why did you even bring lunch again? If you knew it was gonna get stolen, why even bother? I'm suffering from hunger pangs. But perhaps whoever stole it needed it more than I did. They're probably more happy to eat than I am sad to be hungry. With my sacrifice, the total number of satisfied workers in the company increased. So, let it be. Enlightened, I continued to make decadent meals and then leave them out in the open. Every single one of them was eaten. And I went home hungry. Management rewarded us with coffee filters that week. Maybe I did make a difference in this company. Why not just eat at home? Ending number 1, egg-ceptance. Very bad. I guess we have to report it to HR then. We have to report it to HR. The most rational decision is to report it to human resources. Well, yeah, but I think the other two are rational as well. I take out my phone and speed dial HR. Why would you even have HR on speed dial? It's important to have your most important contacts ready when you need them. I guess so. Kale. Hello, this is Kale of Human Resources. How may I help you? Hi, Kale. I'd like to report a theft. What was stolen? My lunch. Was it during company hours? On company property? Yes, and yes. Unfortunately, we cannot compensate your loss. I don't want compensation, Kale. An employee's lunch is their personal property. Yes, but isn't it worrying to have a theft happen on company grounds? We have cases like this very often. The company is not responsible for them. Yes, I know, but if you have anything else to report, please send an email. My lunch break is starting. Kale hangs up before I can say any more. Does it happen often? Then do something about it. Yeah. Nobody likes Kale. If nothing else I can do, I begrudgingly pour myself a lukewarm cup of coffee and return to work. The next day. Despite yesterday's incident, I still brought my lunch. Why? I can't falter in the face of despair. After all, I made mapo tofu. How did I make it again? Rat poison. Ah yes, how could I forget? I was trying to trap a rat. I take out my bowl and sprinkle a little bit of gray powder on the surface. I mean, you could just eat it now. Snapping the lid back on, I took my pink bowl in the back of the fridge. Soon, that thieving rat will get his just desserts. I exit the break room with a cold smile. It'll be all according to plan. Evil, evil, evil. Right after I finished my work for the day, a guard apprehended me at my cubicle. Damn! There was a hidden security camera. Maybe you should have poisoned it at home. I went to jail. A week has passed since I started my new life in my cell. Because of the damning video evidence of my actions, I was judged with first-degree murder. Sitting on my low-quality spring bread, my face sinks into my palms. It's about to be lunchtime. The guard bangs on the bars and lets me out. I scurry out with my famished stomach, reaching out for my meager serving of try-hard bread and bland watery soup. Unfortunately, I'm too late. My cellmate slaps my hand and takes my share from the plate. What is it with people wanting to steal food from this guy? My lunch has been stolen again. I return to my cell and sit in hunger. Inmate, there's some good news. Yes? The victim you poisoned survived. What victim? The food thief? Don't say any more, inmate. You're walking on eggshells. Of course. Of course. I hold my head towards the somber moonlight, contemplating a life not behind bars. I've learned my lesson. Don't try to poison your coworker. Ending number 4. A recipe for disaster. Obviously reviewed by Kale. Very bad. Oh well, the only thing we can do is report it to HR again. And put wax in it. Of course. With the help of many YouTube videos, I made a wax replica of mapo tofu. The white tofu cubes are made from wet styrofoam. The red sauce is from acrylic and watercolor. I mixed roasted ground peppercorns in the translucent red wax and poured it into my bowl. You know, maybe this could work. It helps hide the smell. With a glaze of resin and some patience, the fake wax mapo tofu was completed. I snicker, imagining the perpetrator attempting to scoop into the mold, only for their plastic spoon to rebound back into their face. In exchange, I'll starve. I was still waiting for my model to dry this morning, so I had no time to make myself something to eat. I mean, you could have. 5 hours later! Lunch quickly arrives, and I return to retrieve my bowl from the fridge. I couldn't keep my excitement down. Despite knowing that it's fake food, seeing an untouched dish satisfies me. I flick open the lid and... a scoop. No, 2 scoops were gone from the bowl. Like sliced jelly. This thief is beyond my comprehension. But something sparks inside me. I return to my desk to write my resignation letter. Afterwards, I run to the nearest tech store and purchase some necessities. Hello? Oh, 10 million views? 100,000 likes? Good for you. And that looks nice too. You know what? I'm proud of them. Oh, I quit my job and became a wax food artist. I've got notifications on and all. Bo says, yeah, I believe it. 10 likes 2 minutes ago. Yep, that's me. I became a wax food artist YouTuber. What can I say? After witnessing that travesty, I knew I had talent in the wax arts. If someone can mistake my creation for real food, then why live a corpo life? You know what? Good for you. Raw talent. Why does this get very bad? I think that should get very good. And we have to use Sichuan peppercorns. Yes, the spice of my life. How could I forget the nose-numbing smell of roasted Sichuan pepper, the thick red oil of the bean paste, the firm, bouncy texture of the cubed tofu, with an internal heat so good it transcends the taste buds. This person really likes food. Mapo tofu. Eating plain rice is great, but it can't beat the spicy fragrance of chili oil and peppercorns. But this one is different. I've spiked up the heat, adding twice the amount of ground peppercorn and chili. A spice too powerful for the mortal tongue. Right before I kiss my baby goodbye, I sprinkle on some more pepper. If anyone dares open my bowl, a red powdery explosion awaits them. What if they like it though? Lunchtime arrives and I rush to the break room. Perhaps today will be different. I take out my bowl. The lightness of the silicone bowl is foreboding. They still ate it. It's empty. But how? Why? Who is this food-crazed glutton? Wait, if someone ate my super spicy Sichuan maple tofu, then their lips should be bright red right now. With the remaining minutes of my break, I looked far and wide for the mysterious red lips caper. But to no avail, my pepper-kissed burglar was nowhere to be found. There are too many employees in this company. Wearing lipstick. I gave up on finding those hot lips and went home. Oh. Luckily, the stench of the peppers clung to my suit and people avoided me on the subway during rush hour. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but okay. The next day... What'd you make today? When life gives you lemons, you make lemonade. On my way home, I caught a supermarket sale. Oh, that's why I was compelled to make fish head curry for lunch. See, this is why I'm never gonna eat seafood, cause like, you can see their heads. It makes you feel really guilty. That's why I just haven't had seafood at all. It kinda grosses me out a little bit, cause like, they look so sad. Even here. A big steamed fish head simmered in a thick, milky curry sauce. Sliced tomatoes, okra, and eggplants float around. Succulent, bouncy fish cheek and a big, sticky eye, drenched in tangy curry sauce. Ew. A vibrant, comfy dish to ease the stress of this weary week. But will it survive until my break? Maybe if they hate seafood. That thief is still out on the loose, ready to pounce. I need to protect my meal. This is my last stand, my last course of action. What should I do? Really, this would be the right answer, but you know, a mass email wouldn't hurt. I need to confront my problems head on, in a civil manner. If HR won't help me, who can? I'm my own best ally. My plans? I need to direct my complaints where they can be heard loud and clear. Let's write an email. It'll be a compelling and persuasive essay about the wrongs I've faced this week, using the hamburger method they taught me in high school. I learned that when I was 6. Greeting. Hope. Address. You. Threat. I wish. Closing. Did. Hope this email finds you useful, lunch thief. You are pathetic. I wish a pigeon shits on your new fancy suit. Did you enjoy my lunch? How good was it? How did it taste good? Was it worth it? Are you happy with yourself? Well, that went well. I'm sure it did. I hit send and await a response. If the perp felt any guilt, they would reply, right? My phone buzzes on my desk. It's my manager. Hello, Jill. Is something the matter? You're fired. Why? Was it necessary to CC everyone? Of course. Why shouldn't I? Was emailing our entire board of directors necessary? It caused our stocks to drop by 5%. How are you going to compensate for that? I thought the company doesn't compensate for losses. So, did you guys hear from the food thief yet? She ends the call. I noticed that I've been blocked and my work email has been deleted. Damn. You think you can fire me without any severance pay? Jill Leto? I ripped the PC tower from my work desk and run out the building. If the company won't compensate me, then this shall be my compensation. This person is so dramatic. Ending number 5, an eye for an eye. Fair. This is fair to you? Honestly, I want to get all the endings now, so we're going still. I guess I'll just eat my lunch at my cubicle. The reasonable answer, by the way. I should keep my lunch with me. The closer, the better. Sitting comfortably in my swivel chair, I type away in my Excel sheets. My pink bowl keeps me company, so my nerves are relaxed. Nearby, some workers are gabbing away. So how's your term end report coming along? Never mind that. Did you see who's employee of the month again? It's Kale, isn't it? Who? The new hire, that French dude. French? From abroad? Who knows, but he's been snagging employee of the month ever since he started last year. Maybe he's just a good worker. I've been trying for this month, but I lost. Man, give up. You can't beat him. He went on vacation to play the new elf ring last week, remember? Oh, you're right. They finally finish talking and leave the area. I can finally eat in peace. Shifting my keyboard away and replacing it with my bowl, I flip open the lid. At least it's there. An explosion of spice enters my nostrils. What's that smell? Someone's eating in the cubbies again. It'll be like that sometimes. We sympathize with each other silently. It's the first time I've been able to eat a meal during lunch. Like, ever? The tangy aroma wakes me up and stirs my stomach. We didn't need that. I take out my spoon and dig in. Oh. I dig in. That's not my stomach anymore. I turn my head and spot an unfamiliar figure passing by. Hello? He's a ruggedly handsome man. I don't know if I agree with that, but he is a man. He looks down at my bowl, grimacing. You stink. Man! I take that back. He's insufferable. Yeah. Wait, it doesn't smell too bad, but it's distracting everyone else. Why didn't you put it in the fridge? Before I can even swear back, he walks away. Stinky? Rather than my curry, it smelled like he hadn't left the company in a week. My nose scrunches up, remembering his sour stench. His smell left such an impression that I couldn't even enjoy my long-awaited meal peacefully. That man, that menace, he seems familiar. I can't put my finger on who he reminds me of. Speaking of which, I should spray some air freshener later. Or now. Ending number 6, stinky. Fair. You know what? Sure. Fridge note. I shouldn't blow this out of proportion. I'm a working adult after all. That is so hypocritical, but okay. From my pocket, I take out my expensive fountain pen that I splurged my bonus on. Really, you can get away with a $3 pen, but alright. By happenstance, the company likes to supply us with copy paper in the break room. They think that if we see it, we'll be compelled to continue working during our break. None of my coworkers are that gullible, but the amount of paper does decrease throughout the week. I take advantage of the company's quirks and take a clean paper from the pile. Let's leave a note. To my dear thief of mine, you stop. You stop. I will starve. After the note is done, I secure it with magnets. And now we wait. I hope my lunch doesn't get stolen. It was tasty. What the freak? I take the paper and tear it to shreds with my teeth. My saliva wets the dry paper as it grazes my tongue. Wow, tasty. You're like those kids in elementary school that I knew that used to eat paper. I did that like once, but only a little bit, just because like I was curious why they kept doing it. Wow, tasty. The next day. It's been 4 days. I'm in the break room holding today's lunch. It's just a sandwich. This time it'll be different. I will succeed. These thefts will stop. You will survive my lunch. You will be in my stomach today. I swear it on my health insurance. I kiss it a temporary farewell as I walk out the room. A lone figure walks into the break room. It's him! Instead of grabbing coffee, he reaches out towards the fridge. It's an unusual time to have lunch, as many employees are currently preoccupied. You know, for someone who called my lunch smelly, it's a bit odd that he's eating it. He reaches past the stacks of clear Tupperware, singling out a bowl. A pink silicone bowl. He stands by the counter, obscuring his actions with his back. The bowl lid comes off with a click. This is new. What's new? The figure's shoulders jolt up, then relaxes as he turns around. Nothing. Saw there were new coffee filters. Bet management repurposed the copy paper. Right. Who are you? Me? I'm not really that important. Rather, why don't we start with you, buddy? Bo. I smile at him as he turns away, ignoring me. We just stand there for a few minutes. Don't you have work? How's that coffee? Why would I drink this place's coffee? Don't tell me you drink it. That's slimy brown water. It's not that bad. It sucks. You sound like you hate yourself. 3 days I've starved because of you. 3 days! Actually, what did you do these past 2 days? What else should I be doing? It's a work week. You come to the break room often? At this exact time every day? Of course, I have to eat. Eat? Well, yeah, don't you? Yes. I would if I could. Speaking of which, I'm gonna eat. Mind leaving? Wow, me too. I'm skipping precious work time to have my lunch early. Why don't we eat together? That's an awful idea. That hurts. We're all co-workers, aren't we? I like being alone. Sales provide me with enough problems. Well, I'm hungry. You'll just have to suffer. Wait outside. I'll be done quick. Is this your private bathroom? Certainly would be nice. Are you hiding something? Selling trade secrets to a rival company? I wish. Doing something illegal. You should ask the company that. They've broken several labor laws already. Maybe you're the frisky type. I point behind him. Stealing, perhaps. I made my move. With a sidestep, I try to maneuver around the man, but he swiftly blocks my view, left and right. Why are you stopping me? Feeling guilty? 'Cause for what? My right to a meal? His stature and speed outmatch me. I couldn't keep up. My poor office worker's heart can only pump so much oxygen. Haha, must be nice being tall. Why not just tell him that he took your lunch? He must be eating good. Real good. Of course, I only dine on the finest. Fess up, you thieving rat. Me? A rat? You stole my lunch. I just met you. Well, I caught you red-handed. Hands up and away from the counter. Heh, you're talking out of your ass. You don't have proof it's me. Several thousand employees come by here every day. This company doesn't care about you or me. Leave. Beep. Well, Mr. Employee of the Month, do you think your conversation wasn't recorded? Damn! What? Wow, I wonder what terrors I can unleash with these sound bites. You know what? I'm glad we were smart enough to record that. How did you know? Do you take me for a fool? The company plasters your face on the walls. It's right over there. All you did was tie up your hair. Did you make this meal? I did. Why do you keep stealing my lunch? Why? Your food was the best out of everyone else's I stole. And so I invited Mr. Employee of the Month to dinner. On that day, I offered him a half of my katsu sandwich for a price. Don't touch my food. Why should I listen? I'll cook for you. Reasonable enough. Okay, I'm listening. But you'll need to pay for my groceries. Foo, foo, foo. Fine. We would continue discussing our contract over dinner. His treat. He chose a fancy French bistro nearby. I chose the time, 5 p.m. tomorrow night. Was this a date? Yes. No, it was a lifetime contract. So, you're basically married. Date night. See? Under a warm candlelight, Beau sits across from me, his long silky hair let loose. An open French window frames his figure like a painting. If only he would shut up. Kale is a dick. Glad we agree. He wouldn't free up my schedule, so I had to scavenge for food during my 8-minute breaks. The past hour, I've been listening to him vent about management. His voice is husky, hints of a deep, big city tone mixed with that wilderness vibrato. I could listen to him speak all night, but the waiter is waiting. So are you ordering soon? Right, food. What do you recommend, Beau? Anything that tastes good. Like meat? Do you eat vegetables? If it tastes good. Okay, steak for the meathead. I'll get the ratatouille. But that's all vegetables. Shut up, meathead. And order a red wine with that too. At least you know how to pair wine with a steak. How cooked would you like your steak, sir? If he says rare, I am all deferring. Well done. Thank God. I was worried. Make it medium rare. Okay, chef. The waiter quickly bolts away. Why would you make it medium rare? It's just me and him now. So how long have you been stealing? A couple of times? It's only food. Stealing. Yeah, it was me stealing food from the fridge. Do you need help? Should we split tonight's bill? No, I have enough money. Just no work-life balance. So it's all work, no life? I did have a life until I got hired by this company. Damn! It wasn't like this in my other job. I used to work at an eatery. Always ate fresh. Then why'd you stay with us? You seemed capable, going by your Employee of the Month record. I was at my limit, to be frank with you. But one day, I met you. Me? Your lunch. Fudge. I've never felt such warmth from a lunchbox before, even though it was straight from the fridge. All I ate were ham cheese sandwiches and cream cheese bagels. Depressing, I know. Ham cheese and cream cheese bagels are good. Why didn't you order your own? Stop being a leech. But you told me I could leech off you now. For a price. My wallet is your wallet. Oh? He says it so casually. The fried pork sandwich from yesterday was delectable. Are you messing with me? No, I'm serious. Can I go to your place after this? For what reason? To inspect your goods. Aren't you going too fast? I want to see what's in your fridge. My fridge? Aren't I paying for your groceries? Right, of course. I took out my phone to distract myself from the shame. Scrolling through my chat apps, I realized something crucial. I forgot. What's your contact info? Oh, I also haven't gotten your full name. What's Beau short for? My full name? He hesitates, dragging on the silence. I gaze back with big, watery eyes, a skill I learned from dealing with higher-ups. He finally gives in and sighs. Don't laugh, okay? My parents had a French phase. I'm not actually European. I won't laugh. I'll need it if we're going to work together from now on. There's a knock on our door. The waiter rolls in a trolley holding our meals. As the waiter sets down the meal, Beau finally speaks. Well, it's Bon Apple Tea. The end. You know what? If we ignore the sexual innuendos, that wasn't that bad of an ending. I'm glad that was the excellent choice. Thank you for playing. Hey look, there's this Employee of the Month badge. The end.